What's up everyone and welcome to another Pokemon X and Pokemon Y update. Today we have a couple of CoroCoro scans which have leaked and show 4 brand new Pokemon, as well as character customization and a couple of other features in the game. So let's take a look at them. First off is this scan here, which shows off 4 awesome new Pokemon, and I'm going to take a look in depth at each one of them and let you know what I think about them. Please keep in mind though that this is a Japanese magazine, so the names of the Pokemon as well as some of the new moves that I'm about to tell you guys may change when the English release comes around, which should actually be pretty close by. First off, let's take a look at this little guy here. His Japanese name is Yayakoma, and he is a normal and flying type. And what this kind of lets me know is that this is probably going to be the sort of little flying type that you get in the beginning of the game, much like Pidgey in his generation, Pidove and Starly were in their generations. So this is most likely going to be the little flying type that you get early on in your adventure, probably in like the first few routes. He's based on the Japanese Robin, which he actually pretty much looks just like a Japanese Robin actually. And in the scan is actually revealed that he knows the move Flame Charge, which may actually lead me to believe that maybe he'll turn into a fire and flying type later on, because I kind of look it up, and as far as it goes so far, there are no just flying types that know Flame Charge, so maybe in his evolution we'll actually see a fire and flying type, kind of like Ho-Oh. That would be pretty awesome, and Moltres too actually, so maybe we'll get to see that not as a legendary, but rather as just the normal flying and fire type Pokemon, so that would be pretty cool. Next, we're going to take a look at this guy here. It's a little weird looking, but his name is Alekiteru, his Japanese name, and he is an electric and normal type. Now, at first glance here, looks a little bit weird. He's kind of like a salamander, weird wiener dog thing. I don't really know. To me, looks a little bit like a sort of Egyptian theme, but he is an electric and normal type, as I said. And he kind of reminds me a little bit of those like early electric types you get, like Electrike in 3rd generation, maybe Blitzel in 4th, and I guess Luxio, like those little electric types that you get early on. Not really the standalone ones like Emolga or Pachirisu have been in the last few, but this guy looks like he might have some evolutions coming up. So I think he's going to be a little bit more like what I said, Electrike or Luxio, maybe have a couple of evolutions. And he's actually got a new move as well, which is called Parabola Charge. Of course, that name could be subject to change, but for now, it is called Parabola Charge, and it's a little bit like Horn Leech or Giga Drain, I guess, but it's an electric type move, but it actually does take up HP and give HP to the user. So I guess like Leech Life or Horn Leech or Giga Drain, but an electric type move. So that looks pretty cool. Next up, let's take a look at this one here, which is probably my favorite looking Pokemon from X and Y so far, design-wise. He just looks really cute. I don't know. I really like him. He's got a little faux hawk going on. And I guess I just have something for little chinchilla-looking Pokemon, though this one seems to be based more on a panda. But I just really like this guy. And his name is Yancham. He's known as the naughty Pokemon, and I guess he seems to be sort of like Machop or Timber, which are the sort of early fighting types that you can get in the games. Maybe he'll have an evolution, but he just looks really cute, I just gotta say that, and I love pandas. And he's got a little leaf in his mouth, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but Yancham, you look freaking awesome, and I will most likely be using you at some point. One last thing about this little guy is that he's got a new move called Parting Remark, which lowers the opponent's stats. I'm not exactly sure what stats, but that is a new move. Of course, the name might change, but that is that. And so with that, we have one more new Pokemon to look at, and that is this dude here. And he is freaking awesome. He might not look very cool. Actually, he looks pretty good, but his name is Gogoat, and he is a grass type. He can learn Horn Leech, but that is not the exciting thing about this guy. First off, he's known as the riding Pokemon. If you're wondering why, it's because you can freaking ride on him. Look at that. I don't know exactly what this mechanic is going to be used for. Maybe it can be used sort of like a bike, or in a certain area you can actually ride on this Pokemon. Maybe there'll be more Pokemon you can actually ride on because, you know, maybe you can ride on. It's a joke, but yeah, I don't know. He just looks really cool, and I'm interested to see how this mechanic will actually be implemented into the game, because we do already know that there are skates in the game, so those sort of seem to be the fast travel sort of device, like the bicycle replacing that, but you can also ride Pokemon, so I'm just excited to see how exactly that plays out. But the last thing on this scan with the 4 Pokemon on it is going to be the Pokédex, which is looking pretty cool. It looks like a tablet that kind of slides open. Not sure how that's going to play out. Probably going to be on the bottom screen of the 3DS. I would assume that that's how it's going to play out, but of course we don't know for sure. But it looks really cool, and it flows up or folds up to look like a Pokeball, which is pretty usual of the Pokedex. But that is pretty much it for this scan. All the new Pokemon actually look pretty awesome. I actually like the designs. Maybe not so much on Electiru or Elikiteru. That's a weird name to say. But, you know, they all still look pretty cool, and I'm excited to see if they do have evolutions. As I said, the 3 first ones look like they could have an evolution. Maybe not Go-Goat, but he still looks pretty awesome, and I'm excited to see how he plays out as far as riding on him. The next scan I have for you guys is something freaking amazing that a lot of people have speculated on, myself being one of them. In my first little breakdown video for the black and white trailer, I mentioned the fact that in the very beginning of the trailer, the character starts off by looking in this mirror, and I mentioned that it could have something to do with character customization, and then later on we had the thing where his glasses fall off, but that looked more like a glitch or something. I don't know, but the point is that character customization is actually a thing, and we can confirm that here, as we have the girl also standing in front of the mirror, and right below it, we have character customization. So, let's take a little bit of a closer look here, and you can see that you can change things such as hair color and skin color, which maybe there's going to be a little bit more than that, but as for now, that is what we know. Hair color and skin color. The sunglasses stay on all the characters, on all the little sprites here, I guess, but maybe you can actually take those off, or it was a glitch. I'm still not certain, but character customization is a thing, and I just feel really cool that I actually kind of called that, and so did a lot of people, actually. So, to everyone out there that did think customization was going to be a thing, then kudos to all of us, because we actually guessed right. And in this scan, we also have the official artwork for both characters, and I must say they're both looking pretty. Yeah, they're looking pretty, but pretty awesome, actually. The guy character, I guess I like the girl character more in this generation, but he's looking pretty awesome still. I guess in black and white too was kind of the same thing. I like the girl more than the dude character, but they're both looking pretty awesome. We can see their official art here, boy and girl. And also in this scan, we have a little map of what could be the region for this game. I mean, it's a map, and I don't really think it would be anything else, as well as there being the main city, I guess, with the tower in the center of it. So I'm guessing this is going to be our new region. I think the name of it, as far as the Japanese name so far, it is called the Karos Region, and it seems to be based on France. As you can see here is the little Eiffel Tower sort of building, and like I said, just the map of the region. So we get our first look at that. If we take a look below the character customization thing, we have this little character here. Now, I'm not sure exactly who he could be, or she. I'm actually not certain if it's a boy or a girl either, but he is actually right over here on the left. You can see him next to Go-Goat. This weird little drawing of Go-Goat actually being rode by the character. You go, girl, ride that Go-Goat. But you can see this girl or boy character is actually also here wearing some sort of lab coat, so I'm not certain, but it looks like it could be maybe the rival or the professor or something completely different, but I'm going to go with one of those two for now. Though I guess he doesn't really look much like a rival. I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty much it for these CoroCoro scans. A lot of awesome news revealed today. To me, especially the character customization, because that was something that I really, really wanted to be in the games. And now we actually have it confirmed. And it is awesome because it does set the sort of stepping stone for later Pokemon games to have even more awesome character customizing stuff. But one little minor scan here, I think it might be the cover actually. You can see Ash and Pikachu as well as the Mewtwo form, which was actually confirmed to be a Mewtwo form. Actually never made a video about that, but this is confirmed to be a Mewtwo form now. And we also have the 4 new Pokemon, but one cool thing that we see here, and I think some people may have missed, is we actually have sort of the game covers. Now, I'm not sure if these are official as for now, but we see the background of X is a black X on a white background, and we have the X Pokemon. I totally forgot the name. I think Xerneas. And on Y, we have a black background with a white Y on top of it, and we have Yveltal. And they're looking pretty cool. A little basic, I guess. I don't know if these are final, but still pretty awesome looking cover arts for the games. And that is pretty much it for all of these scans. So as always, thank you all for watching. If you have anything really that you think, any speculation about these new Pokemon or about the character customization, or what you would like to see actually in the character customization, what is something that you'd like to see for them to put in, like something like, you can change your character's clothing or anything like that, because so far all we have is hair color and skin colors. So yeah, anything that you guys would like to see, as well as any other Pokemon, maybe evolutions to old Pokemon, because I really still think that's something that's going to happen in this generation. So let me know all that in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like. I would really appreciate it. So once again, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.